Friday is here again. Welcome to the show. I am Morayo Afolabi-Brown. Always, I have my co-hosts here. Hi, ladies.
Good morning, everybody.
Nima in the building.
You know how when we're younger, when you get a new wristwatch and you start to walk like this? So you can see.
Can you imagine?
Thank you, Ma, to Mrs. Atinuke Akabasho.
She said she's going to send your own because she knew that what she sent you is not as powerful as
but
this.
it's okay.
She said she'll send you
Morayo, let this thing.
Improved
where
earrings.
I'm sending it. Let
I
the
told her
lands
that
now.
the earrings she gave Uwa and what the bangles are really nice. That compared to what you gave Tokwa and Jumoke.
I couldn't wear mine on air because it makes a lot of noise.
She's just going to send you
but, you know,
upgraded earrings.
I've won my own. I love it. I've sent her a message saying thank you.
Oh, cool.
You know, so
she knows
thank you. I'm not sure she's ready. You know, I'm not sure she's ready.
How are you doing, Topsy?
I'm very good. Two things on my mind this morning. One, as usual, my wonderful highway managers risking their life to keep Lagos clean. Keep up the good work. The Lord will remember you for good. Two, yellow bus drivers. I don't know what breed those people are. At every point in time, they try to beat the system. So the government body did a very good job putting the setbacks there. Instead of them entering the setback to drop off passengers, they keep looking around and parking on the road. The setbacks are there. And I'm wondering, why won't you guys just obey the rules and let other motorists enjoy driving in Lagos?
I think your call for the highway managers might be reaching some good ideas. Because I heard there's a gentleman that I met who owns a truck, a waste lumber truck. And he said that they're likely taking those out of the roads, and they're getting an international company to come and take over our waste management. So hopefully, we might get one of these guys sweeping the highway. So we'll see how that goes. Jimmy, how you doing?
I don't look like what I've gone through this morning, but the devil has failed already.
What happened to you?
I had a wardrobe malfunction, actually. Fumzi, who does my dresses, she doesn't have my size, so we're just doing guesswork. I'll have T-Smart adjust it here and there. So I dressed up with all the accessories. Thank you, Fumzi, blah, blah, blah. And the zip just went open. Hey, Laroy, where do I run to? You know? And then I was rushing to the office if they could help me find solution, only for a truck to break down. That's turn up around Ojota, and I was stuck there. At that time, I just realized there's nothing you can do. I just started dancing to my rhythm. The devil is a liar.
Thank God you got here in
Yeah,
time.
so I'm glad.
So it's weekend. What are you guys doing? Any plans for the weekend? I want to go and see a movie.
My mother told me where they saw you.
Really?
He saw you.
Where did you see me?
Yeah.
On Wednesday.
The movie you saw.
He told me, I'm watching you. You want to let Iwa corrupt you? I'm watching you.
You didn't really like it.
I can't say it on TV.
Oh, but okay, but the desecration, Rita Dominic, you should see that.
I'll see that. I didn't feel what you're feeling. I went to watch that movie because
No,
she said
you're
it
not
was a good movie.
You're not a Nigerian comedy.
English. Oh,
they were speaking Igbo.
they're speaking English. It was just so exaggerated, like very all this going the eyes and all these things.
It was too much drama. It was too much
say
drama.
the name of the movie.
We already guessed.
But no problem. I didn't enjoy
don't
the
know.
movie. All right, let's take a break now. It's Friday. We're having a great time. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, we'll look at the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the punch. Unemployment, poverty getting worse, says Atiku. Suspended SGF Sean's Senate panel again. Reports ready Tuesday. Presidency usurping judiciary's powers on Magu's confirmation, says reps. FG designates air peace for 7 foreign routes. Amechi had a problem with patients, not me, says Jonathan. 30 million naira bribe. Judge rejects 500,000 naira plea bargain fine on INEC official. My ordeal at the hands of Buhari CSO, says Punch reporter. Honor invitation or risk arrest, police tell Goje. Nigerians ask Covenant University to recall suspended students. Rivers, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom sue federal government on the 55 trillion naira actually, oil revenue. So which story jumps at you ladies here?
Okay, the
30 million naira bribe.
Yes, Nima was going to talk about the bribe.
What happened
this
there?
INEC bribery scandal. The EFCC had reached a plea bargain with one of the accused on, it was over, I think, about 6 million naira, but he was willing to pay 500,000 naira plea bargain, and they were bringing that to court, and the judge was saying, no, this is not what the provisions of the law is saying, that this is even more, I won't say disproportionate, obviously disproportionate, but so below the fine of 10 million and 2 years imprisonment, and you're bringing a 500,000 naira plea bargain to court. So the corruption within the EFCC must be curbed.
Right.
Things must be done according to law, and when they're bringing a consent judgment thing like that, a plea bargain, they must do the right thing.
All right, let's move on to the nation.
The response of the people to the school
covenant.
I think that you might have your rules, but you exist within a society, and people can't hold the school accountable. Let's see the response.
Well, there's been people saying that, listen, you know the kind of school you went to.
Yeah.
So they have the rules
Comply.
there. So respect the rules there. So
Very simple.
the nation, police threatens senator over murder document. I didn't read that. Presidency, why Buhari is not seen in public. Oh, I read the human angle. Woman, 37, sets world record with 38 kids. And Akiolu didn't snub on me. Right, so this woman, did you read it online? She had about 6 sets of twins, 4 sets of triplets.
One person.
And 10, and the other was singletons, but then the 10 girls and the others are boys.
One person.
And one person. And she said that her father actually also had quadruplets, quintuplets, like that. So she comes from that lineage of those kind of
Why
multiple
did she
babies.
keep on getting pregnant after
She
multiple
broke a world
children?
record now. Why?
She got married at the age
She
of
broke a
12.
world record.
Her first set of twins
And she's
came
blessed
at
at
13.
38.
She came at 13. First set of twins came at 13 years old. That's it. What country was that again? I think it was in Sudan or Somalia or something like that.
Why do
From those
Africans?
countries.
Is she a farmer?
Maybe she needs
Anyways,
them to walk the
who
farm.
has the Abakiolu story?
No, it's the
Which
police.
Oh, this one. Police.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
senator.
yeah.
Yes.
So police are saying that, that the Senate has held the deliberations over the 2017 budget because Senator Goje said that when police raided his house,
They took the budget.
They took the budget amongst other documents. Now the police have come out to say what they found, and that it did not include the budget, and they're saying that, oh, you want us to...
No, go ahead. You can tell them what they found. 18 million naira.
No, I don't have
You
that.
don't have that, okay.
Yeah.
What do you have?
No, I was just going to say that. So they're denying that they have the budget. They're just saying that they found a few implicating documents, and they're saying that they're going to forcefully arrest him if he doesn't show
The
up.
police spokesperson was saying yesterday at a breakfast show that they went to the senator's house, yes, they searched and they found things, and they've invited him to the police station for continuing investigations, and that he had promised to come. 3 times he had turned down, he had refused to come. He even said he was coming with his lawyers, that they're now saying to him that the next thing is to arrest him.
Forcefully.
Forcefully, if he does not forcefully, arrest him is the due process.
Okay.
Meanwhile, our
If he
budget is
doesn't
being
appear.
delayed because they said that the only copy was with him
How's
in
that
his
possible?
house.
That's what
They said the
How is
only
that
copy.
possible?
even the laptop, they want
The
it back.
only copy is in his house.
Oh, Mariah, you wanted me to talk about the 18 million,
Yes.
$19,000,
Yes.
and 4,000 Saudi riyals
Yes,
that were
that they
found in his
him.
house.
All right, let's move on to Vanguard. And Obakile has come out to say, listen, the greeting, what he did that everyone saying is a snub, is the Lagos Yoruba
Well done,
greeting.
sir.
He's saying that inu mi inu e. That's the greeting in Lagos.
Obankio.
Moving on to Vanguard.
Thank you.
So we know. 2015, how U.S. worked with 12 anti-Jonathan governors, says ex-Niger governor Babangida Aliyu. Why I'm rarely seen in public, says Buhari. UBA grows profit by 41% in first quarter. Crude oil economics is crude thinking, says Atiku. How to reposition Nigeria's oil and gas industry. And Fashola Ambadi ignore roads as robbers terrorize motorists. I think
take
it's
that
our
story.
road.
Okay, let's talk about
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the Apapa Lagos Apapa show the expressway, the tin can end of it doesn't concern us the first time. As being gridlocked again, and the 2 powerful people who can resolve it are loggerheads.
Are they at loggerheads? They're not at loggerheads.
That's what the report is saying.
No. Fashola already clarified that.
Based on this article?
Yes,
Okay.
that he had sent the tabled the issue to the FEC meeting,
FEC.
and they are processing it.
Right.
Yes.
You know, but Ambode feels that Ambode's side of the story feels that there's
And people
more
are
to
saying-
it, that is a loggerhead situation. Fashola himself was there to inspect what is going on. The state of the road is deplorable, according to what I read in the Vanguard.
Yeah.
Potholes and
and
menacing trailers.
And according to pictures we have seen,
Yeah.
It is a terrible sight.
And one thing we know is that Fashola is the last person to be at loggerheads. I think he's a gentleman. I don't think he has that kind of, he's not that kind of person. He wants to resolve issues.
I don't
So,
want to
and our
sound-
governor too is a solution-driven person. So
Yeah.
there shouldn't be issues.
I don't want to sound like a broken record because I think I mentioned before that Fashola himself, while he was governor,
Right.
kept on complaining in particular
About
about
that
that
road.
road.
Exactly.
So he will not say that he doesn't know it.
Right.
So, like, making me jump to Atiku, okay, we should get there. Who's
Yeah.
asking for true federalism? If that's what we had, Lagos State will not be waiting for the federal government
true.
to
give
do that
permission.
road.
Okay, so let's go to Daily Sun very quickly then. Nigeria in bad shape, says Atiku. Buhari obeying doctor's advice, his presidency. Police return money, documents seized from Goje's home. 2015 election, how Chidoka Adoke Dudafa convinced Jonathan to concede victory. I never shun Oni, says Oba of Lagos. Senator causes stare, blows whistle at plenary. And 2015 Guba, APC launches Operation Win Anambra. So Atiku is trying to obviously run for 2019. So he's saying a lot of things.
How do you know that it is
That
obvious?
he's obviously.
Anyway,
Or go ahead.
in the article,
No, I had to say that so that you know that all this your true federalism. But go ahead.
it's
we are
saying
hearing.
that Nigeria is currently at a crossroads as poverty,
Right.
unemployment, inflation, infant mortality, and other social vices are on the increase.
Like we
And
didn't
he
say.
said
And he's
this-
saying that everyone should therefore join and unite in the demand
Right.
for true federalism.
He said
Right.
this
Is it
at,
not in
at
APC?
a launch of a
Well, let me show you.
newspaper.
Is it
He's in APC, right? And I thought APC also campaigned concerning this kind of thing, that they're going to deliberate on true federalism.
Atiku said this while delivering his speech at the formal public presentation of the Daily Stream newspaper
Right.
in Abuja.
Let me let you
It might be a
respond.
Yes.
deep
Yesterday.
set. That's what I wanted to establish, that it might be just speech making. Let me not say
Anyways, the point is that Atiku, we know that
But hold on,
He has
Brian.
been
Can we quickly deliberate one
romancing
second?
the presidency for a
Can
while.
we deliberate 1 second?
Sure.
The APC, as we know it,
Right.
one of their foundations is to ask for true federalism. Now they're in government. Why aren't they singing along with Atiku?
Well, remember our presidency also said that he didn't want to take on the report that was
From-
submitted from
yeah.
the
Confab.
from the confab. So I think it wasn't something he wanted to jump at, but I don't think it's something that is not on the table. But I think I can't speak for them.
We also
I'm not
have
an
the
APC
case
party.
of
But the point is that I don't think it's totally
State policing that
discarded.
was campaigned concerning. I think that Atiku should focus on interparty policy-driven moves,
Right.
so that he could pressure his party to implement his
That's the word.
suggestion, since
Right.
he's a member
Pressure
of the
from
party in
within.
power.
Yes. Thank
Please,
you very
so
much.
quickly, Senator George Sekibo
Right.
from Rivers State yesterday on the floor of the Senate blew a whistle 3 times.
Saying that-
They were trying to stop him. Senator Ekweremadu was trying to stop him. And he said, please, he's begging everybody on this floor of this Senate that the federal government has not returned the $49 million
Found
that
in
they
Ikoyi.
found in Ikoyi Gate. That the money is for Rivers State, so please return our money to Rivers State. That's
Wait,
all we're asking you
Wait,
people.
the DG of NIA has said that the money belongs to
Senator Sekibo says it's for
government,
Rivers
right?
State.
Morayo,
That was
the
for
kind
covert
of-
operations.
The kind of things
How does
that
Rivers
happen
State
on
get
the
into this
floor
matter?
of our assembly
All right.
is deplorable.
Let's move on. Are we moving
Someone
on?
has found-
I think we're done
has found
actually.
his talent
Oh,
on
we
the
got
floor.
to this day today. Fantastic. Let's read the headlines. NEC concedes natural resource ecological funds to states and local government. That's good stuff. And 2017 budget, police succumb, return items seized from Goje's home. House asks president to seek clarity on EFCC Act from the court. Fidelity Bank records double-digit growth in earnings, profit in Q1. All right, that's all we can take on front review. We didn't mention the fact that Babashir snubbed the Senate.
Again.
It was called
And
Babashir
but
Lawal was
again,
asked.
just leave him. His
again.
report is coming out.
Again,
soon.
you know, you
He should
remember?
snub tomorrow
He
again.
said,
I have to go back to that thing that Punch reporter said.
Who is-
that
who is
our
the
leaders
presidency?
are mere tenants in the corridors of power. We
Yes,
are only
so-
going to
Babache
them.
should also remember that his principal only has 2 years here.
Right. That's all we can take on front page review. When we come back, President Buhari absent from FEC meeting is hot. Everybody's talking about it. We'd like to hear your views on it. And later, we have a celebrity guest in the studio. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So the social media went agog when for the third time in a row, the president failed to show up at the FEC Federal Executive Council meeting, which was held during the week. While explaining why the president was absent, the Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, was reported to have said President Buhari was still resting at home and was henceforth work from home. Following harsh criticism from Nigerians, the Minister of Information has said his statement was misinterpreted. He said the president only decided to work from home today. That was Wednesday. Not that he had decided to work from home going forward. Now, what are your thoughts on these? You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet to us at TBC Connect. Please hashtag your view TBC so we can read your tweets. Jumoke wants to go first. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to correct what you said, but you have corrected it. That
some people thought that it was going to be
working from home, but that he said that was just for Wednesday.
But in the case,
sorry,
go ahead.
I thought that the presidential villa
Right.
and the president's office
Right.
is within the same facility,
Right.
vicinity, premises.
Okay.
Walking distance.
So when we say working from home, I'm wondering, like, their houses are just, it's just office.
Office is
work.
home.
Office is home already.
Right. Exactly.
You know, so Nigerians are worried. I'm
Yes.
speaking for.
Why are they worried?
We are worried because we've had a president that they falsified the state of his health till we finally heard that he died.
Yes.
And we're worried because we don't want that to be our situation again.
Right.
Yes.
A lot of Nigerians believe and still believe in this administration, praying and knowing that our fight against corruption can only be sustained by having a strong man at the helms of power. Quote and unquote, the president.
Okay, that for me. Okay, go ahead. Let me let you finish.
And the perception is that based on the fact that he hasn't been in 3 fake meetings,
Yes.
we feel he's sending a body language. And you know how powerful our president's body language is, that he is not on top of the matter. So people are worried.
Right. Okay.
And then the handlers are not even breaking down the information. They're leaving us to speculate on what is going on.
God bless you.
So that is the
Right.
worry.
Okay,
So
let me
if you
talk-
tell us this is what is happening, we'll know that, okay, this is how we should channel the prayer. Baba, pray for the ear, pray for the nose, pray for the throat, pray for the heart.
Ryan.
We know what
Right.
we're praying for. But as it is right now, we don't
Point
know what
taken.
we're praying for.
Right.
Old or young presidents, anyone can be ill.
Right.
Information management is key.
Right.
He actually missed 2 fake meetings.
Right.
The third one did not hold at all. But he goes to the mosque on Fridays, and that's the only time we see him. Now, Governor Fayose last week was saying, or was it this week, that is the president now presiding over Nigeria by proxy.
But
Look,
right.
if you are ill, like he was in January,
Right.
he wrote to the Senate, handed over powers to the vice president, and went on
Officially.
on vacation
Thank you
for
for-
his health.
Thank
And for
you for-
49 days, Nigeria moved forward.
Right.
So let's not expect that it's going to come and then it doesn't come.
Okay.
Let's just know where we are at
All right.
at the
Let's-
moment.
Thank you, Jumoke, for establishing that he did what he should have done when he went on vacation
In the past.
in the past. Where we have laws, can we be confident enough to trust that these laws will protect us?
Don't go there.
We have a constitution. President is not feeling fine. He went abroad. He gave notice to this National Assembly.
That's all.
He extended his stay. He gave notice to the National Assembly. He put his vice president in acting capacity before he left, based on constitution.
What is going
Yes.
on?
Now, they say he's working from home. Work is there. They don't say he's working from Daura. He's working. The word work is what we should take there. Once they say he is no longer capable of working,
Yes,
we
that's
have
different.
constitution. I can read it to say that the president or vice president shall cease to hold office, A, by a resolution passed by 2/3 majority of all the members of the Executive Council of the Federation,
Right.
if it is declared that the president or vice president is incapable of discharging the
Right.
function of his office.
Exactly.
He went for that to say the declaration must be verified after such medical examination as may be necessary by a medical panel established under subsection 4 of this section in its report to the president of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Reps.
In addition to what Nima is saying,
We have due process.
you're right, Nima. And the truth is that the fact that the president conceals his health is not new. It's happened in different countries.
Doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right. JFK concealed his own illness. He was in the hospital 9 times. The point I'm trying to make is that as long as he's not incapacitated,
Finish.
and the system where the corruption issue is not about one man. It's about him creating systems that are functional.
Oh,
so
no.
him being
Nigeria only about corruption now.
It's even the economic system, even our agriculture, even the whole issue, all the various systems that we have. The point I'm trying to make is that it's not one man that's going to drive.
Okay.
Let's stop weaving our progress around one man. So be about the system working.
Okay,
And
Mariah,
if he has put things to make the system work, nobody should be demanding
He's
to see
working.
the man's face.
So wait,
If he's ill,
hold
then
on.
he's ill.
Are you just saying then
Yes.
that we do not even need him at all?
We need, of course, we need a president.
So-
we need somebody who gives the vision.
Okay,
but
so-
he needs a team who
excuse
drives
me.
the
Mariah.
vision.
Now,
He
so
doesn't need
listen,
to be
listen,
there.
listen
Yes,
now.
yes.
He wants to give the vision, right?
Right.
Now, this is a meeting. Was he in that meeting via Skype? If he's working from home, listen
His
now.
VP was in charge.
I'm hearing you, I'm hearing you.
When you're saying working from home,
Yeah.
he lives in the villa anyway,
Right.
so they didn't even need to give an excuse.
Right.
The problem we're having is that for 3 consecutive meetings,
Right.
Mariah, you cannot have a meeting and be
Mariah.
at home.
You can be in the toilet if you choose to.
Please,
I want to see you
Then the
can.
meeting is
You
cancelled.
can. No, it can't be cancelled.
I want to bring in
because that
something
is
else.
why that is why you have a vice president. Even in the past, we've seen different presidents.
I'd like to bring-
different
You can
presidents. I'll come
delegate
to
to
Tokwe.
whoever
Now,
of
hang
your
in, Anima.
executive
Hang in,
council
Anima.
that
Let me
you-
come to Tokwe. But we've seen other presidents in the past. There was one I even heard about. I think it was Woodrow Wilson. He was incapacitated. His wife was the one mediating between him and his cabinet. Listen, our progress doesn't have to be with just one man. The most important thing is that we have a direction and we have a team of people who
I'm
are
not
working.
saying- I'm not
saying- address two things.
Tokwe, let me let you go in.
2 things.
What's
We
the
run
direction?
let me not lose my train of thought, please.
Yes.
We have a presidential system
Right.
which circles around one person, very important, who makes most of the decision. We saw that within the 48 days he was gone, with the VP being around. Because the VP moved around to states, he was touching on some important things. There was immediate difference in our oil revenue and our income increased.
Bam!
1. Number 2, he has said that the doctors, that is what we got from the presidency statement yesterday from Shehu Gaba, that the doctors have said that based on recovery from his health issues, he should still rest.
Right.
So obviously he has a medical confirmation
Right.
that he should rest.
Right.
Yes.
So why hasn't he officially handed over to the VP
No,
to continue
he's
working?
just resting. He's not incapacitated.
Because I did not
Hang in
finish
there.
reading.
Let me pause.
That's why she will point at me and say,
Let me
medical
pause and
that's
take
not
this
a
call
medical
from Ilori, I
confirmation.
think. Good morning. Are you there? Idori, good morning. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thanks.
Go ahead, please.
We noticed that Jumoke had not been coming to this program for the past 3 days.
But she's back.
So, and when this morning, she also explained that he was head of some issues.
Right.
So this confirms the fact that man needs to rest once in a while.
Ṣùgbọ́n
And
Jumoke.
a president,
3 weeks in a row.
works with his team,
Right.
comprises of the vice president, ministers, and head of agencies.
Right.
So the Federal Executive Council meeting is holding,
Right.
and the vice president, who Jumoke and others had affirmed, is capable of heading
All right,
the Federal Executive meeting.
Yes.
And the president never told anybody that he is incapacitated.
Yes.
The law of the land is clear that it's
Exactly.
only the time that the president is incapacitated that he can no longer work, that he will transmit power to the vice president.
Exactly.
You people say you want to see the president. Now the president is back at home.
Right.
Working.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Thank you very much.
We're not
Let
seeing
me. I'll come to Nima, but Nima, allow me to just read a few
Okay.
presidents that I know that I read about. Woodrow Wilson, I said his wife was incapacitated. Frank FDR was diagnosed with polio, and he couldn't stand or walk. But 12 years he was in office, he was still functioning. Dwight Eisenhower had a heart attack, had several surgeries, suffered stroke while in office, but still finished his term. JFK concealed his own and went to hospital 9 times, although he was eventually assassinated. The point I'm trying to make is that it's not new for a leader to be sick. I know Nigerians want information. Tell us what is wrong with our president. That I can agree with. But you cannot insist that he shouldn't function because, you
God
cannot
bless
see him physically. But let me let you...
You know, we make laws based on foreseeability, what we foresee might happen. And Nigerians cannot continue to politicize issues of health. Today he's not around, whether he's around, he is around.
Right.
And he is working. Whether you see him working or not, policies are being, on ground,
Which
and they are being executed.
Which
I want to
policies?
It is almost May. It is almost May. No budget. No budget.
Let me take this
See
call.
this interruption.
No
Wait,
budget.
Let me finish this point.
Wait.
Because the vice president went to all the states that you pinpointed on his own. It wasn't a policy arrived at a FEC meeting or driven by the president.
Of course
he
not.
just woke up on his own.
not.
and
Know
said,
that
"I
the
want to
president
have-"
was
And he
behind
has
this
said
thing.
that
It was based on what Buhari and the team
it
had
is about
decided.
delegation. He
Yes.
can say, okay, I delegate you to preside over FEC meetings. Whether or not,
Let me take this call from Ghana. I don't want to lose this call.
We don't just
Hang in
need
there.
him. We
Thanks
don't
for-
need him then.
Thanks for calling.
We
Are you
need-
there? Are you there?
Why?
Can we take this call, please? Hang in there. Hello, thanks for calling from Ghana. Hello?
Hello.
I'm sorry. Really. Thanks for calling,
Hello.
Samuel.
Good
Go
morning.
ahead. How is Ghana?
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, good morning.
We can hear you very clearly, Samuel.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I thank you, all of you, for your well-done job. But please, this country belongs to all Nigerians.
Right.
And we are watching you people from outside. And we appreciate what journalists is doing, people like you all. But you see, presidency issue is not something in hidden. I'll commend Jugoke in the way she spoke. We appreciate her contribution because you have to speak the truth.
Right.
Today is Buhari. Tomorrow we don't know who is going to be there. Please, presidency is not what.
All right. Thank you, Samuel. We have to run. Of course, we have to run. I'm sorry. Let's take some tweets, please.
Selma Lagos says it is not impossible that the president might have been flown abroad again. No, I don't trust those cabals and leaders. KFB says the president needs to rest truly, but over a month outside the country isn't enough rest. They are telling lies. Usoma says it's a shame people within the corridors of power support mediocrity for their belly, and Nigerians are seeing nothing wrong with this. Daniel Kalu says, please, if the leadership is not about one man, then the one man should step aside and let others work. It's not by force.
Adebayo 19 title says, do you think that the VP just woke up and decided to do all he did on his own? No, Jumoke and Tokwe are missing the point. He also said that it is a joint ticket for the president and vice president. It is all about the system, not an individual.
All right, we have to round up. So that's all we can take on that segment.
We
wish the president well, and we thank him for the policy on whistleblowing, because they said they didn't do any policy. So the whistleblowing policy obviously working for us.
Where's our budget?
That's all we can take
Where's
on
our
this
budget?
segment.
April.
And we come back, our celebrity guest takes the couch. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
What is the matter?
Uncle, we are going back to Nollywood, but our fuel just finished. That's my cousin.
Yes, how are you?
Fine.
Yeah, but that's the filling station down there.
Yes, sir, but we don't have money in my pocket here, sir.
Oh, you're short of money. Let's see what we can do. Well, I'm going to Nollywood too. Join any of my backup cars. When you get money for fuel, you can come and take your car.
But I can't leave my car here and go.
Oh, you can't leave your car here. Get a towing van.
Wow. Thanks for staying with us. So we have Kanayo Modestus Oyekwere, popularly known as Kanayo O. Kanayo. He's a Nollywood veteran actor. He made his debut film appearance in 1992 in the film Living in Bondage. Kanayo has starred in over 100 films and won so many awards. He's currently the United Nations Ambassador and bears the title of MFR. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
Oga,
you.
you look like $1 million.
You look really good.
I don't know about $1 million. I'll prefer you denominate me in naira. This is about
$1 million.
This is about.
Naira.
I don't think this thing is right.
Right.
Spending dollars in Nigeria. It's
Right.
no.
So
We should be talking about 1 million naira,
Yeah,
because you can't go to the US and talk about
Naira. That's
so
true.
we can't talk about dollars.
We heard you shaking your head, turning your face,
Raising your hand.
You've been doing our hot topic. So what are your thoughts on this matter, please?
Okay, but first of all, let me ask you to guarantee my safety here. There's what the Igbos talk about.
Okay, the lagoon, right?
No. When women surround you, let me say it in Igbo. So whoever or anyone that's encircled by women must guard his life. Am I secured here?
You are very secure. You are secure,
All right.
very secure.
Yeah, I'm happy you have me here. I've always watched your program, and you ladies are wonderful.
Thank you.
In fact, the section of the program that I like to see is the one you just finished, the analysis of the papers.
Yes.
And what you were discussing here is germane. It's germane because Nigeria needs to move forward.
Yes.
But one thing she said in the report she gave was that all the American presidents, you mentioned the illnesses and so on. President Buhari has come to be the leader of Nigeria at this age. It's not by accident.
Yes.
It's God, from the throne of God.
Right.
Yes.
And God knows why he made him king of Nigeria.
Right.
He must understand that. And when you understand that out of 180 million Nigerians, God has picked you to lead them, lead my people, he must then tell us the illness.
Yes. That's the cook of the matter.
Yeah, so when we want to pray for the president, you pray specifically.
That's all right.
It's just a simple. Now, listen, it is not a crime, or neither is it an offense for anybody to be sick.
Right.
So, and nobody will ever celebrate a dead Buhari. No, he's our president. Hate him or like him. It's not a matter of APC or PDP.
Right.
Buhari is the president of Nigeria, not of APC extraction.
Well said, well said. All right,
So we must remember him.
What is wrong with the president?
All right, let's drop that matter. We've gotten your views on it. All right, so good to have you on. Let me let you jump in.
Okay, so I'd like to jump in because you have a master's degree in political science from the University of Lagos, although your first degree was in philosophy.
Yes.
So I know that you have political inclinations.
Yes.
You were appointed by the Jonathan president. And then you also have an AMA award.
Yes.
How do you marry politics, governance? Because you ran also, for local government.
No, House of Reps.
House of Reps, to represent your people in the House of Reps.
Yes.
How do you marry that with acting and collecting awards,
It's not a matter of marriage. It's a matter of providing yourself for leadership. Leadership is not just what you think about or imagine. You make yourself available. So you have to be psychologically prepared, which is what and educationally prepared.
Okay.
Stabilize yourself in several areas, which I have done by going to Unilag all through the years to obtain one degree or the other. So educationally, I'm stable.
Right.
Psychologically, I have also stabilize myself in my field. So I want now to think about what I can do to represent my people at the National Assembly, where I thought that I could help in making laws for the country. So that's why I made myself available. So it's not a matter of marriage between politics, governance, and so on. And that I didn't make it in 2011 does not make me a failed politician, but it means that I want to serve.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, I'll come to Nima, but I wanted to ask you concerning a perception out there. There's a perception out there that says that the Igbos don't have a leader. That it's almost as though there's nobody they can say, okay, this is representing us. It's almost as if they are all diverse views, everybody's in their own small communities.
Different
and we know there are a lot of educated, well-exposed, industrious Igbos out there.
Very true.
Do you agree with that perception, or do you feel that it's a misconception?
It's a misconception, of course, because the Igbos are a very rare people. And you can see that anything the Igbo man puts his heart into, he achieves. It's just that the Igbos are a rare people who are unique in themselves and want to, out of their enterprise, create something. And if somebody tries to create something and thinks he can do it, he's a king. He thinks himself a king. So every Igbo man, just like it is almost like an offense, seeing an Igbo man beg on the street. Do you understand? So you can't have a king beg.
So it's pride, Abi?
Yeah.
People just...
But not arrogance, but it's pride.
It's pride.
Yeah. But the Igbos are so blessed that if you take them to a desert, they can hew water out of a stone.
True.
It's just a simple thing. You can't change it.
So how has that affected the politics in your community? You were from Old Enugu, which comprises of 2 different states and broken up right now. There's a lot of complaints concerning Imo State in particular about the style of leadership going on there and the effects on the people. Would you say that the political class representing the Igbos are doing a good job back home?
Very good question. Very
question.
excellent question. And I thank you for that. The Igbos have been trying to evolve a kind of leadership in the Southeast. It has not worked. Maybe because our governors have failed to see themselves as brothers. You know, when you begin to, in a circle of 5 governors, and one of them thinks he's more superior to the other, that's where the problem is.
You see this pride we're talking about?
Yeah, I won't call the particular governor, but the governors in the Southeast know. But I think on the long run, the Southeast, just like the Southwest did for economic integration, the Southeast needs to begin to marry the axes of the Nnewi, the Aba sector, and so on. If you visit these zones, you will know that they are critical sites where you can make a trading hub. You know, so I think the Southeast must, as a matter of urgency, build empowering platforms to re-engage themselves. There's a lot that could happen if that happens. But I think we need to show, leadership must show the will that they want to do it. Because it's not about government, but sometimes government needs to show the will that it can be done, and the people will follow.
So do you believe in true federalism?
Oh, yes.
You are a leader, whether Igbo or Nigerian, if you want to look at it generally. You're a leader because you have always been in the forefront. You're an example people follow. In this issue of the Biafra and the treatment of the Igbos, this agitation, what is your take on it? And how have you, in your own capacity, what have you done to, you know, either quell it or, you know, to encourage it? What have you done? What is your stand on it?
Another excellent question. Be that as it may, we can't say everything on television here. There are, you must be mindful of security implications of what you say. But it must be said that you don't take these people for granted. I thank the federal government for that taking a military approach. I want to say this on television, and please, I can be quoted on this. The boys who did not see the war, the Biafra war, are not the ones at Onitsha Market. They are not the ones at Aba Market. And these are the ones who are supporting the cause. They must not be taken for granted. So the federal government must evolve a very, very holistic approach. If it's midnight dialogue, they should do with the kind of, take him seriously. There is something. And what is all this about? Now, Jonathan in his era did the national conference. And this is one of the bane of Nigeria's development. One regime comes, throws everything in the trash can. Nigeria cannot move forward based on that.
Exactly. One step forward, 2 steps back.
Exactly. We must not see ourselves as opposition to programs and policies.
Yes.
Like there's this quote that Fashola gave when he was governor. And I still have that quote in my head. He said, leadership is not everything. Leadership is the only thing. With the right leadership qualities and principles, you can turn around any institution. This is the problem with Nigeria. One government comes, it throws everything into the trash can, and we start all over again. And this has happened since 1960, when we had our independence. We can't go forward like this.
Take a break, sir, but thank you so much. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll now focus on his career. No more political issues. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
You know me when I used to be a big-time kerosene dealer. But I just wake up one morning, 2 of my truck just catch fire. I lose all my money.
Is that why you became a thief?
Me? No, I did not steal anything. I'm just a common hustler at that electronics line. The money I make is from the small apricot I get from here and there. I don't steal it.
Do you want to make money? I mean real money.
Of course I want to make money. As I'm talking to you now, I don't have a home. I want to make so much money that everybody at that electronics line will know me very well. But if only dream can come true.
You can make the dream come true yourself.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Right. The Nigerian Nollywood movie industry has evolved since you got into the industry.
Yes.
A lot has happened. Movies are different now. They're more urban. They're more modern. The scripts are different.
Yes.
What are your thoughts from where you're coming from and where we are? Are you proud of what has become? How do you see this industry today?
I'm very, very proud. And I know we can do more. The Nigerian spirit is what drives Nollywood. And let me use this opportunity to tell some people that there is only one indivisible Nollywood. So all this thing about Kanayo and Yoruwood, it's nothing it's all trying to drag Nollywood into ethnic and regional. People could go to their governors and get money in the name of Kanayo. But when they're writing them from New York, they will write Nollywood and they still go. So, but back to the question. Now, Nollywood has come, not of age, but has seen bits and pieces, thick and thin of learning how to crawl, falling, and so on, which is allowed in every trade. But there are very, very good potentials for the industry to do what it wants to do. But the sponsorship mode must change.
Right.
It has been in Onisha, it has been in Asaba, it has been within the trading and traders arena. Right. We need big budgets. Right. That's why independent productions are the ones now leading the cinemas and so on. Right. So we need to get out of certain strata we have tied ourselves to.
Let me take this call. Mrs. Lawal, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, Morayo.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Morayo.
Good morning.
Yes, please, I want to talk about Jumoke. Please, there are several ways of talking. Please, let people caution her concerning the president in particular. If you want...
Thank you, Mrs. Lawal. The truth is that she's entitled to her views. Everybody's entitled to yes. Go ahead.
You've been an actor for 33 years, and one of the issues most people we bring on the show that are actors would say, we have issue with piracy. When you use you mentioned financing system of the Asaba and they tend to control the scripts. You know, you go into diabolical, this is what they feel will sell. When we try to do our own thing, there's piracy involved and all that. So how are what do you think can be done to better the situation concerning piracy and improve nominations towards independent producers?
Okay, I have proposed one thing for piracy. I don't know, I could be right, I could be wrong, but I call it intellectual property police. Going to work yes, it's going to work exclusively for the industry because one of the biggest banes of the industry has been how to reap from the product you're selling or how to reap from your own sweat. Because when you look at it, somebody who makes a movie has no control of it when it gets into the market. And our markets are still porous. Right. And to catch a thief, you don't have your own police. So it's a kind of situation where you release your product, somebody multiplies it, you get hold of him, and the police cannot do anything. So we need a special arm to monitor that because it's added a lot to the GDP of the country. So we must take that sector very seriously.
Right. I will talk about the roles you play, but let me quickly take this week. Olaonipekun Bolanle says, good morning, ladies. Has anybody ever harassed KOK for money ritual issues because of the roles he plays in the movies? Yes. And that is where my question was coming from because, you know, this is how we know
you were always doing
Kanayo. It was like all the roles concerning that. It was almost a stereotype.
You didn't see what broke out last week on
social media?
Social media?
No.
It was breaking news that EFCC came to my house and somebody blew the whistle. And when they came there, they saw 45,000 naira or 18,000 naira.
Oh yeah, I read that.
And EFCC called the guy and said, the whistle you blow is fake. We only saw this money in his house. The guy says, with all the rituals he has done, he should have billions in his account, in his house.
I like that. I was going to ask, you clocked 55 on March 1st.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So for 33 years in the movie industry, You're going back to school,
Yes.
right, to study law.
Yes.
Is it that you haven't seen the Nigeria of your dreams, or
Then you go back to school for simple.
Abi, what are you looking for?
No, it's a matter of what you want, what you desire, what has. I have always wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Speaking for those who cannot speak for themselves, speaking for those who murmur, and being vocal. So I thought law was going to give me that opportunity, but when I didn't get it about 1994, I went to study philosophy. But the thing is, I have things I want to be known for. I think I've exerted my strength in Nollywood.
Right.
So I need to show my other strengths or other things God has given me, and that's why I'm studying law.
We like your Professor Jambu character. Can you do something for us?
Yeah, Professor Jambu, the erudite.
Yes, sir.
Is, you know, when in drama, when you're playing a character that the program is known with,
Yes.
it's called an eponymous character.
Ah.
You can check the dictionary. So we thank Glow for what they have done, and that's the kind of enterprise that should be going on between us and telecom companies, television stations, because not much sponsorship is on. I like that question too, because it's showing individual producers or the home video producers what quality and what social relevance you should create from your stories. That's why people I love with Professor Jambu. We're creating social relevance, which is very much of excellence. When you watch the program, in fact, any program that children can watch makes it.
Fantastic.
And that's why I thank Global.
We can continue the conversation.
Yes. Mr. Twerk is saying, good morning, Kanayo, I can't stop celebrating you as my best actor so far in Nollywood. And then he says a lot of things, #ritualist. And then Steve,
Gat George says, Uncle Kanayo, through the movies you have taught me never to have anything to do with ritual killings for money. You too much, sir.
Thank you.
Thelma Lagos says, hello Kanayo O Kanayo, always looking good, great actor. It's been a while. What's the future for you? What are you doing?
You should see the shoes. Those shoes. I
We
really
can
can't
see
see
the
the shoes.
song.
These shoes really must be at least 10 million naira.
You're blowing whistle. You got a blow whistle. Hey, 10 million.
Yeah, this shoes.
If I have 10 million, I will sleep. No, but a man is known by the wristwatch and the shoe. These are the first things people look at. So you also try
packaging.
So what's the future? What are you doing this year? What should we look out for from K?
The future is very bright, has always been bright. But what I'm doing now is to use what talent God has given me and what achievements I have made to impact on others. And that's why in April last year, exactly on the 14th of April, I unveiled and launched Kanayo O Mentoring Academy. So it's like a handover. Use the experience to impact on those who believe in you.
Well done.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that's all we can take. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I think we enjoyed this interview.
We did. Yes, we did.
We know it's going to have a guest that's very loaded. Information. This whole week has been amazing. That's some loaded gifts. Remember that our education lady.
Yes.
All right, that's all we can take on the show.
Thank
Thank you so much for joining us this entire week. Hope you have a fabulous weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right.